What's going on, guys? Buck here. I appreciate y'all checking in on me. I'm sitting in front of what's going to become the, guns and hunting portion of my little private paradise here. As you can see, I got fishing going on over here. Tried to get it out of this view, but not much I can do about that. But you know what? It's all good. I like guns and I like fishing. That's Uncle Buck. But anyway, the purpose of this video is I just made a new purchase. I bought a Yildiz side-by-side 20 gauge shotgun. Of course, I am going to do the unboxing, but of course I've already seen what this looks like when it was in the store. But when you make the purchase, they break it back down, put it back in the box and all that stuff. So I got to assemble it myself, so I might as well do an unboxing. From what I can tell, as of right now, these are exclusive to Academy Sporting Goods. And from all my research, from what I can see, if you live in the United Kingdom or Europe, however you want to say it, and if you don't have a Yildiz shotgun, then you don't have a shotgun. I think they're kind of slow to take on over here so far because they're fairly new to the States, within the last handful of years, I guess. My dad actually introduced me to him. He has a 20 gauge over and under, and that thing is gorgeous. That's kind of the thing that drew me into them. They have the traditional style shotguns, and then they have the pumps and stuff like that. But I'm a cowboy at heart, and I love the nostalgia look of the side-by-side double barrel. So that's what I got. So anyway, I'm rambling on enough, and you're not getting to see any toys. So let's go check it out, shall we? All right, guys. So here she is. I hope my camera angles are good. I'm doing a little experimenting. Let's open this thing up, shall we? Like I said, it came from Academy. This is all the, serial numbers, paperwork, all that kind of stuff. But user manual in there. And of course, it comes with a choke tube wrench, and it's got 3 extra chokes. 2 are already installed there. We'll get into that later. Trigger lock. Boy. And hopefully I can get some good footage of all the details in the engraved receiver. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's put this thing together. Alright, guys, so assembling this thing is pretty easy. I'm sure a lot of you out there are already familiar with how to put one of these shotguns together, but there may be some of you who aren't sure. The kid that was working in the firearms department at the store had no clue, so I'm going to go through this for anyone else who isn't sure. So let's do it. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, I got my barrel here and I got the stock already installed there. You're going to pull that little lever to detach that. I'm going to set this to the side for now. I've got my barrel, and you can see there's kind of a latch there. I hope you can see it. And it's going to slide into there. Now what you want to do, just kind of get it down there to where you feel it catch. It might take you a little bit to get it to cooperate with you. It's kind of caught right there. I'm going to edit some of this out because I'm struggling myself. Mr. Smart Guy here. Got it in there like so. Close her up. Now that's locked in place. Now you want to take the stock. You see that's got a little bracket, I guess you can call it. That's kind of, let's see, can you see that? Kind of rounded there. That's rounded as well. You want to go in at an angle. It's going to close up, and it's got that slot where that goes into. Get it in there. Now you want to give it a good solid squeeze. Snap. Now it's ready to rock and roll. Long barrel, 28 inches. Alright guys, so now that I've gotten her all put together, I'm just kind of looking it over, man. This is a beautiful shotgun. I mean, it's way too nice for me. I'm almost too afraid to take it out and use it in fear of putting some blemishes and mars on it, but you know what? I bought it, so I'm going to use it. I figure once I get done checking it out and letting you all see it, I'm going to take it out to the woods and see what it can do against some squirrels. And you know, there's no better test of a firearm than to use it in a real world situation. So I figure, you know, if it gets me a few squirrels, then hey, it was worth it. But again, this is a Yildiz, and you know, the brake's still a little stiff because, you know, it's brand new. But like I said, it is a side-by-side double barrel 20 gauge. This stock is Turkish walnut, if I'm remembering correctly. These are actually made in Turkey. You know, it's not too heavy. It's got just the amount of heaviness you would kind of want. It is a single trigger, and it's got the selector switch. Now that's your safety. Slide it up to fire, but you can also decide which barrel you want to go off first, left or right. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let me change the angle of this camera and show you some of the details in the engraving. Alright guys, for this part I switched over to my cell phone because my actual good expensive camera did not want to pick up the details and all this stuff. So just kind of bear with me, and I apologize if the quality's not quite as good, but you know, what can you do? Alright, here is the top side. You can see that's all nicely engraved. Got like some, I guess that's, you know, some kind of flowers or something. I'm really not sure. Let's get over here to the side. Alright. Okay, now you see we got, you know, real nice view of some type of duck swimming off, taking off out of the lake. You can see the reeds and everything behind them, and some more real nice intricate scroll work. Even the bolt here is engraved. That's pretty slick. And I believe it's going to be the same image on the opposite side. Yep, pretty much exactly the same over here. It's just gorgeous. I mean, I know there's a lot of shotgun makers that do this, but yeah, that's just, man, like I said, it's way too nice for me. Let's take a look at the underside. All right. Let me hold it focused. All right, there we go. We got, once again, some more scroll work wrapped around 2 ducks. Looks like they're getting ready to land in the water. The name brand, Yildiz. I don't know how to say the rest of that. Silas and Sanaya. I don't know. I do good to speak English most days. And then under here on the trigger guard, let me sit this thing down. There we go. That's a little bit better. Even that has got some nice scroll work. I guess there's flowers in there. I'm not really sure. I'm not artsy fartsy, but I appreciate the what do you call it? Elegance of it. Which, by the way, this model is called Elegant. Alright guys, as I mentioned before, it does come with a set of 5 chokes. 2 are pre-installed in the barrel, and it has 3 extras in the box that it comes with, as well as a choke wrench. You got all the way from a full choke to, you know, half choke, 3/4. You got a cylinder choke. You know, it just depends on what you're wanting to do. You know, go duck hunting, you know, rabbit hunting, whatever, or clay pigeons, you know. And in the book, it also gives you a breakdown of every type that they got, and even instructions on how to install and remove them should you need that. And each choke is notched in 4 different areas, which again, a lot of you probably know this, but some of you might not. And if you look on the top of each one, I don't know if you can see that, there's that little notch right there. That's got 1 notch, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's so you know what it is. You know, if you're not that familiar with it, you're gonna have to get online and look them up, or keep your manual like that comes with the book, because it tells you everything that is. You know, 1 notch is, you know, full choke, 2 is blah blah blah. It's pretty easy to figure out if you know what to look for. Let me go ahead and install one of these. I took them out so I could do this. Alright guys, now that I've already shown you all the different chokes, I'm going to go ahead and put them back in. I already have one of them reinstalled. I'm going to take my other. This is a full choke, and as you can tell, it's threaded. The inside of the barrel is threaded as well. Just stick that in. You don't want to force it. Just kind of start turning it, and you can feel when it's going to catch. And I'll just run it down as far as I can by hand. I'm going to leave that out a little bit. I could get it further by hand, but for the sake of demonstrating, I'm going to take my wrench. Remember the little cutouts I pointed out earlier? There's 4 of them. You really only need 2. Just get in there. See, that's kind of cut out as well. That is so it can fit in the cutouts on the tube. Just twist her on in. You'll feel when it bottoms out. That's bottomed out. And you don't want to bow up on this. You definitely don't want to cross thread. Just get it down in there, wait for it to bottom out, and then just kind of give it a little snug. Just enough to where when you start firing this, it don't start working its way out. Alright guys, I thought I had a couple, but I've only got one. This is a already spent shell. I'm going to insert it there. I got my selector on that side. I'm going to fire it. Click. I just want to show y'all how well this thing ejects. It's going to fly. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, so I'm not really sure what more I could show you on this shotgun at the time anyway. If you're watching this and you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll be glad to get back to you on it. I usually check it fairly often, so you shouldn't have to wait too long to get a response out of me, or you can drop me an email if you want. My email is listed in the channel description on my channel homepage. But now that we've got it put together and we've kind of done a walkthrough, let's take it out to the woods, see if we can get us some lunch. Come on. Got the squirrel and part of the tree. Alright guys, so it's going to be a light lunch, but I do have lunch. They weren't really moving too much today, but you know, I did pop off a few extra shots just at the top of the tree branches. Just try it out, you know. And it handles exactly like you would expect a shotgun to handle. It's a beautiful shotgun. It's a good firing shotgun, and it's budget friendly. This one, I can't remember exactly what I gave for it, but it was under 600, maybe 550 with tax. I can't remember, but if you need a shotgun and you don't have the funds to go out and buy the high-end big boys, find you an academy, get you a Yildiz. I can't find a thing wrong with them. Appreciate y'all watching this video, and I hope maybe it kind of helped somebody. Maybe somebody out there been looking at these but weren't really sure, wasn't familiar with the brand. I really like my side-by-side, and Dad and his wife love their over-unders. Those are also just gorgeous. But this, again, this is the Yildiz Elegant A5, A5E, I guess. I'm shooting 2 3/4 shells, but it'll take the 3-inch magnums. But yeah, I'm gonna get home and get this dude all dressed up and get him in the grease. See y'all later.